areas of the world, and with his endless campaign to help Ukraine and to talk about the breakdown of the Russian Federation. I'm very proud of you, and I will do anything I can do in the future to help you out. I and many Circassians on your side. I wanted also to thank Margarita for this style of conference. It's really great the way it's done. It's more informative, and it conveys the idea easily and in a more practical way. And just please remember that it was the Jamestown Foundation who introduced the Circassians, who opened the doors for us back in 2007, and having a conference in Washington, D.C. in July of 2007. It was called Circassians Past, Present, and Future, during which Paul Goebel grabbed me on the side and told me magic words at the time. He said, there will be Circassia. In this 5 minutes, I would like to just give you briefly, for the ones who don't know, who are the Circassian and what is Circassia and what is the North Caucasus. And then I will tell you about the effect of the Ukraine war on Circassians in a negative and a positive way, and the recognition of the Ukrainian Khorovna Rada, or the Circassian genocide, and the impact internationally on Circassian in particular in different areas of the world, and also which led to the same effect, just like the recognition of the Georgian recognition of the Circassian genocide in the past. So Circassians, about 7 or 8 million people today, scattered all over the world. Only 10% of us remain in motherland. The rest live in Turkey, Syria, Jordan, Israel, Europe, and different places of the world. We were the first genocide in modern times to occur, and it was not defined at the time by genocide until it was defined later on in the United Nations by Human Rights Commission. What is the definition of the genocide? And of course that fell into the actions of Russia against Circassian that killed about 65, 70, 80% of the population, pushed the rest of them into forced exile. Many of them perished on the way. At the time, Circassians were about 2.5 million people. Turkey, as a geography, as part of the Ottoman Empire at the time, was 7 million people. Circassians were 2.5. Turkey today is about 85 million people. We don't even know the accurate number or the accurate population of Circassians today. We're estimating about 7 to 8 million people. Scattered all over the world, we were able to build our organizations, to preserve our language, to preserve our culture, and become aware of our history just recently, and become aware of the need for us to continue as a nation, as a people connected to our motherland that actually gave us the identity as Circassians. In the past couple of years, year and a half, 2 years, many important things happened. One of them is the Khorovna Rada Ukrainian Parliament recognition of the Circassian genocide. Literally, that recognition created a wave among Circassians, mainly in Turkey and in the Middle East and in different areas, that put the majority of Circassians on the side of Ukraine. Here's a nation who's fighting Russia, just like we did for 101 years, now comes in and recognize our tragedy and also recognize our right to exist. So this is one of the best things that ever happened in the Circassian history, along